BYJU'S exam prep. I'm Gaurav Gupta, and today I'll be taking you through the logical based data interpretation, and this session will definitely help you in performing better in CAT 2023, and it will definitely boost up your percentile score. So friends, welcome back to the YouTube channel of BYJU'S exam prep. Please confirm if I am audible and visible to all of you. Jadev, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good to see you. Kumarisan, good to see all of you. Good afternoon to all of you. So friends, those who know the CAT pattern, then they must also know that in CAT, the number of questions from data interpretation, the number of questions which are based like solely purely on data interpretation have been reducing since the last few years. And in the last 3-4 years, we have observed that the LRDI section of CAT is going more towards logical reasoning side as compared to data interpretation. Also, most of the questions that you will see in data interpretation, they have certain logics related to that. So it's not pure calculations. Yes, there will be some calculations, but it is not pure calculations, and certainly there is a good amount of logic that is also involved in these questions. So in the questions of data interpretation, we definitely see numbers, but little amount of calculations is there, and more of logic is applied. So what we have to do is, while our preparation for CAT and other MBA entrance examinations, yes, we need to focus on faster calculation techniques. We need to focus on percentages, ratios, and its applications in data interpretation. But simultaneously, we should also be practicing the questions which will boost the logical data interpretation part of our preparation. So, Shraddha, Harshad, thank you. Hello, everyone. So welcome back once again on the YouTube channel, and today we are going to look at two different sets. I'll call them the sets of data interpretation, but there will be plenty of logics that will also be involved in those questions. So the first set that we are going to see, in that set, yes, it will be full of calculations. Yes, there will be considerable amount of calculations, but also some logic will be involved. In the second set that we are going to see, you will find a table which is filled up of numbers, but rarely any calculations will be doing in that set. All right. So the second set will have numbers, but it is purely a logical reasoning set. All right. So let us begin with this session. So we'll be taking on two sets of logical data interpretation in this session, and I'll be showing, or we'll be doing these sets one by one. So first of all, I'll be showing you the common set of information for the first set, and will give you 2 minutes to complete the table. So whichever part of the table is missing, whatever you want to calculate, please do that in these 2 or 3 minutes, and then I'll take you to the questions one by one. All right. So let us begin with the first set. So the first set on your screen now. Read the following information and answer the questions. So I'll show you the questions in a few moments. So look at the table and read whatever is given above the table. Now quickly make this table. The proportion of male students and the proportion of vegetarian students in a school are given below. The school has a total of 800 students, 80% of whom are in senior secondary section, and rest are equally divided between class 11 and class 12. So if I look at the table is divided in different rows: class 12, class 11, and secondary section. All right. Now after that, for each of these sections, for each of these classes, they are further divided in males and females, vegetarians and non-vegetarians. All right. And the proportion of males are given for some classes, as well as the proportion of vegetarians are given. Now what we need to do is, we need to draw a separate table finding out the number of males and females, as well as vegetarians and non-vegetarians in each of these classes or sections. All right. So I'll give you 2 minutes. Quickly complete this table, quickly convert these proportional values into the numbers, and post done in the chat box once you are done. I'll also teach you, like in today's session, I'll also teach you how to quickly do the calculations like this. All right. So nothing but percentage calculations will be involved in this question. So I'll also be telling you how to be good in percentage calculations. All right. So giving you 2 minutes starting now. So you can make a new table in which you can make the columns of males, females, as well as vegetarians and non-vegetarians. Let's see who will be the first person among all of you who can who can complete the table. So please post done in the chat box once you are done with these calculations. Quickly, don't sit idle, don't wait for me to tell you the solution to do the calculations. It's your examination, so you must be doing the calculations. All right, Madhuri, good. Lightning fast speed, impressive, wonderful, good. So anyone else other than Madhuri who has finished the calculations? I'll give you 1 more minute. Now, obviously, needless to say, you are not allowed to use calculators. I'm a little late in telling you this, but you're not allowed to use calculator for this question. Try to do oral calculations. Anyone else? Jadev, Kumarasan? Yes, they would definitely. This session is CAT level. So you can attend this session. It will be helpful for you. All right, Kumarasan is done. Basically, the questions that I have taken, they have appeared in previous year papers of CAT. Okay, so probably you will now be satisfied. All right, Raksha, Kumarasan, and Madhuri, 3 students who are done with the calculations. Wonderful, good. So I'll start with this. Now the question says that there are a total of 800 students and the table gives us the proportion of male students and the vegetarian students out of the total students. Now these 800 students are divided in 3 parts. First of all, 80% of them are in secondary section. The rest, the remaining 20% are equally divided in class 12 and class 11. Okay. So first of all, can you all give me the number of students in class 12, in class 11 and secondary section? So total number of students. So 800 students, 80% of whom are in secondary section. So 80% of 800 is 640. So 640 students should be in secondary section, 640. All right. And the remaining out of 800, if I subtract 640, remaining 160 students are equally divided in class 12 and class 11. All right. So this is the total number of students, right? So I'll move on to the next page and we'll open a blank slide and I'll form a table. So quickly, let me make a table out of it. So class 12, class 11, secondary section and total. All right. Now, first of all, I'll write the total number of students. Then a bifurcation for male and female for each of these classes. And then bifurcation for vegetarians and non-vegetarians. So these are the different elements that I'm going to fill in this table. All right. Some of the proportional values are given on the like in the table on the left hand side, and some of the things I'll be finding using a basic method of subtraction. ठीक है? So as such कोई problem नहीं होने वाली है. Question: Simple hai, it's just how fast you are in these calculations. All right. So my table, empty table is finished. Okay. So now let's start filling up these values one by one. So first of all, total number of students is given as 800, right? Now out of which 80% are in secondary section, that means 640, and the rest are equally divided, so 80 and 80, right? Now next thing is, so I'm asking all of you, so first of all let us talk about the number of males in class 12. The number of males in class 12 as a proportion in the table, it is 0.6. So in class 12, 0.6 proportion, or I can say 60% of the students are males. In class 12, 60% of the students are males. So 60% of 80, that will be 48. So if 48 males are there, what will be the number of females? 80 minus 48, that is 32. All right. Am I clear? Now talking about class 11. In class 11, 55% of the students are males. 0.55 is the proportion. If I'll convert it into percentages, it will be 55. So can you all write the number of males in class 11? I want all of you to write the number of males in class 11. So number of males in class 11 will be 55% of 80. So 55% of 80. Now how to increase the speed of our calculations? You have to calculate 55% of 80. Alright. So 55% के लिए what I'll do is मैं इसको दो parts में break करूंगा, 50% and 5%. And everything is going in my mind to calculate 55%, 50% and 5%. What is 50% of this number? 50% of 80 is half of 80, that is 40. And then if 50% is 40, तो 5% कितना हो जाएगा? 4 हो जाएगा. So 40 plus 4, it will be 44. The only important thing is all these calculations should run in your mind. So 44 males are there. So number of females will be 80 minus 44, that is 36. I hope all of you are clear with this calculation, right? Now let's talk about the next figure. The next figure is this, total number of males. So out of the total number of students, which is 800, 47.5%, 47.5% are males. All right, wait, I'll write it once again. So 47.5% are males. Proportion is 0.475. So 47.5% students are males. So now I have to calculate 47.5% of 800. Now how will I do that? I'll calculate 50% and will subtract 2.5% from this. Okay, again 50% of 800 is 400 minus, how to quickly calculate 2.5%. Now 2.5% calculate करने के लिए मैं क्या करूंगा? मैं 25% calculate करूंगा मैं. I'll calculate 25% of 800, which is 200. And then 25% is 200. So 2.5% will be 20. I'll write it. 25% is 200. So 2.5% will be 200 divided by 10, that is 20. So 400 minus 20 will become 380. So total number of males will be equal to 380. Raksha, you are absolutely correct. Other students can also do that. Guys, please don't sit idle. ठीक है ना? Please keep giving me the values. So if males are 380, the number of females will be 800 minus 380. That is 420. All right. Now I have number of males, females in class 12, class 11 and total. So now using subtraction, I can find out the number of males and females in secondary section. So please write both the values, males and females in secondary section. Come on, I want each and every one of you to write these values. I'll do that. So 80 minus किया 300 बचा, 12 minus किया 300 minus 12 is 288. So 288 will be the number of males, 288 will be the number of males, and the number of females will be 420 minus 68. So 420 minus 60 is 360, and 352 will be this number. Okay, now please quickly give me a confirmation. Have you all understood up till this point? Those who have understood, quickly write a yes. All of you, quickly write a yes. So Raksha, it should be 288 and 352. So Raksha, please confirm if you're getting these numbers, yes or no. Other students, Madhuri, Savani, Raksha, all right. So Kumarasan says 352, all right. So are these numbers correct, which I have written, 288 and 352? All right, you are agreeing with me. All right, so that was the number of males and females. Now the similar way, I will be calculating the number of vegetarians and non-vegetarians. All right, so number of vegetarians and non-vegetarians, let's move to that. Now, in class 11, the number of vegetarians is 50 percentage. So vegetarians will be 50 percentage of 80. So that will become 40. So 40 vegetarians and 40 will be non-vegetarians. All right. Next, in secondary section, 55% is vegetarians. So 640 ka 55% kitna hoga? So it will be 320 plus 32. 320 plus 32, that is 352. So 352 are vegetarians, 288 will be non-vegetarians. All right. Now talking about the total value, 53% are vegetarians. So 53 percentage of 800. So again, 50% and 3%. 50% is 400. 3% will be 1% is 8. 1% is 8. So 3% will be 8 into 3, that is 24. So 424. So 424 will be the total number of vegetarians, and subtracting this value from 800, I'll get the number of non-vegetarians. So that is 376. Okay. Now quickly, if you have understood this, give me the number of vegetarians and non-vegetarians in 12th standard. Give me the number of vegetarians and non-vegetarians in 12th standard. Lovely. I'm happy to see the response that is given by all of you. The students who are not posting the answers, please guys, this is your examination. You need to perform these calculations by yourself. So vegetarians and non-vegetarians respectively. So let us subtract. So 392, 8 and 24, that is 32, and this is 48. Please confirm if the values are fine. All right. "32 vegetarians." Savani has given this value. So 32 vegetarians, then 48 will be non-vegetarians, right? So fine, all the values are matching, and now I have completed the table. Okay, so let us have a look at the questions one by one. All of you would have this table. I'll also click the picture of this table, and I'll be referring this table for the questions to follow. Okay. All right. So I'm moving on to the first question for all of you. I hope all of you have drawn the table. Let us have a look at question number 1. So question number 1 on your screen now. Quickly give me an answer for this one. What is the percentage of male students in the secondary section? What is the number of male students in the secondary section? Option A, B, C, D, E. You have 5 options in front of you. What is the percentage of male students in the secondary section? So if I talk about secondary section, the total number of students is 640. Out of which number of males, we have calculated it as 288. All right. So I just need to find out 288 is what percentage of 640, right? This is what we have to find out. Now clearly visible, 288 is less than 50% of 640. 50% of 640 is how much? 50% of 640 will be 320. All right. So answer cannot be option C, D or E. Okay. Also 40% of 640 will be 64 multiply 4, that is 256. Again 256 is not the number that I require. So 40% cannot be the answer. So the answer can only be 45%. So this is one way I've calculated the answer. Okay, right. Another way is 50% is 320 and 5% is 32. Do the subtraction, you will get 45 percentage as 288. So 45 percentage is 288. So the correct answer is 45. Guys, note down the way I'm doing the calculations. Okay, so this is the way I do the calculations in actual examination, right? So you can also, I can say, apply these techniques. You can also adapt these techniques so that like during your practice, during your preparation, you can use these techniques to basically cut down the time that you take for the calculations. Okay? Okay. So this was question number 1. Let's move on to question number 2. The correct answer, yes, it is option B, correctly given by Raksha, Kumarisan and Savani. Okay, question number 2. In class 12, 25% of the vegetarians are males. Then what is the difference between the number of female vegetarians and male non-vegetarians in class 12? So they are talking about class 12 only. So in class 12, 25% of the vegetarians are male. What is the difference between the number of female vegetarians and male non-vegetarians in class 12? Let's see who will be the first person to give me an answer for this. So I'll write the breakup for class 12. So class 12, total number of students is 80. Class 12, total number of students is 80. Total number of males was 48. Number of females was 32. Number of vegetarians was 32 and number of non-vegetarians was 48. Okay. All right. Now let's have a look at this one. The question says that for class 12, 25% of the vegetarians. How many vegetarians do we have? 32 vegetarians. Out of this, 25% are males. So, male vegetarians kitne hai? 25% of 32, that is 8. So, out of these, females will be 24. Alright. So, out of total vegetarians, 8 are males. 8 are males. So, remaining males should be non-vegetarians. Right? So total number of males we have is 48. There are 48 males, out of which 8 are vegetarian. So the remaining will be non-vegetarian. So non-vegetarian males will be equal to 40 and non-vegetarian females will be equal to 8. Right? Now let's see what they're asking for. We have to find the difference between the number of female vegetarians. So female vegetarians is how much? I'll quickly mark that. So female vegetarians is 24. We have to find the difference of this number with the number of male non-vegetarians. Male non-vegetarians is 40. So we have to calculate the difference between these two numbers. 24 and 40 mein difference kitna hai? It is equal to 16 and the correct answer should be option C. Alright. Am I clear to each and every one of you? Quickly give me a yes or a no. If you have not understood, you want me to repeat this one, you'll have to write it quickly. Raksha, am I clear? Do you understand the mistake that you committed? I hope all of you have understood. All right, let's move ahead and look at the third question related to this. So here the correct answer is option E. The third question, what is the percentage of vegetarian students? Percentage of vegetarian students in class 12. Okay, wait. I'll go back. So you are saying, sir, male should be 75% of non-vegetarians? No. Raksha, we have to look at the numbers. So 25% of vegetarians are males. So remaining 75% should be females out of vegetarians. So that will not go into non-vegetarians. Understood? Okay. So let's move on to question number 3. What is the percentage of vegetarian students in class 12? So class 12, total number of students is 80 and number of vegetarians is 32. So 32 is what percentage of 80? A simple question. 32 is what percentage of 80? So it is 40 percentage. So the correct answer should be 40 percentage and hence it is option A. All right, fine. So this question was pretty easy. Okay. Now with this, let's move on to the second set of the day. And second set, believe me, it is a wonderful set. It is purely a logical set and you will definitely enjoy doing this set. Okay, so let's have a look at the second set for the day. A second set, read the following information carefully and answer the questions. Wait. So let us read the information first of all. Let's read it with me. For admissions to various affiliated colleges, a university conducts a written test with 4 different sections, each with a maximum of 50 marks. So section A, B, C, D, as you can see in the table, and each section maximum marks is 50. The following table gives the aggregate as well as the sectional cutoff for 6 different colleges affiliated to the university. So there are some colleges which have mentioned the sectional cutoff and all of them have mentioned the overall cutoff. So let's say for college 1, section A has 42, section B has 42, section C has 42, and there is no sectional cutoff for section D for the first college, and the overall cutoff is 176. Okay. College 2 does not have any sectional cutoff for section A and section D, but they have sectional cutoff of 45 and 45 respectively for section B and C with an overall cutoff of 175 and so on. Alright, so this is what is mentioned in the table. Now, a student will get admission only if he or she gets marks greater than or equal to the cutoff marks in each of the sections and his or her aggregate marks are at least equal to the aggregate cutoff as specified by the college. Now we all clearly understand what is the meaning of cutoff. So you will have to score greater than or equal to marks than the cutoff. In case there is some sectional cutoff, you will have to fulfill the sectional cutoff as well as the overall cutoff, right? So please give me a yes or a no. Are you clearly able to understand the data? Come on, yes or no. Data samajh mein aaya? Now you don't have to do anything with the data. So there are some colleges which have sectional cutoffs for some sections, but all the colleges have an overall cutoff. Okay. Am I clear with the data? Yes or no? Now still if you want, you can analyze this data. All right. Okay, cool. So able to understand the data? Let's move ahead to the questions one by one, right? Now first question on your screen now. The table is mentioned. Bhama got calls from all colleges. What could be the minimum aggregate marks obtained by her? There is a student who got calls from all colleges. So what could be the minimum aggregate marks obtained by this student? Yes, give me an answer. I'll give you good amount of time. Okay. A student got a call from all the colleges. What could be the minimum aggregate marks obtained by her? So this student got a call from all the colleges. That means this student is able to clear the overall cutoff as well as the sectional cutoff of all the colleges. Kumare-san, have you taken care of the sectional cutoff for all the colleges? All right, 180 and 180, two answers, same answers given by Kumarasan and Savani. All right, chalo, give me answer to this one. Now, since this student is able to get a call from all colleges, that means this student has cleared the sectional cutoffs if it is there for every college, right? Now, if I talk about section A, what will be the minimum marks that this student would have scored in section A? Come on, give me this number. Kumarasan, Savani, what will be the minimum marks that this person will score in section A so that he or she will clear the sectional cutoff of section A for the colleges for which it is mentioned? So to get a call to clear the sectional cutoff of section A, 42, 43 and 45. Kumarasan, if this person will score 42 marks, then this person will not be able to clear the sectional cutoff of college 4 and college 5 and hence will not get a call from college 4 and college 5. Alright, I'll repeat. So your confusion is if you are saying that in section A, this person has got 42 marks, then this person will not be able to clear the sectional cutoff for college 4 as well as college 5. So this person will not get a call from college 4 as well as college 5. But this person has got a call from all the colleges. So tell me how much minimum marks in section in section A this person has to score to clear the cutoffs which are mentioned. Absolutely correct, 45. So this person will score a bare minimum of 45 marks in section A. Similarly, what will be the bare minimum score in section B? In section B, 42, 41, but higher is 45. So this person has to score 45 marks in section B. Similarly, 46 marks in section C and 45 marks in section D. So this is the bare minimum marks that this person has to score to clear the sectional cutoffs for A, B, C and D, right? Now, if I'll add these numbers, I'll get 181. 181 is also above the overall aggregate cutoffs for these colleges. So the minimum marks that this person has to score has to be 181. All right, समझ में आया कितना लॉजिकल क्वेश्चन है? Okay, right. Now on the similar lines, if you have understood this, quickly give me an answer for the next question, question number 5. Charlie got calls from 2 colleges. What could be the minimum marks obtained by him in a particular section? So इतना क्लियर है कि 2 colleges से कॉल आया है. Okay, so minimum marks obtained by him in any section. किसी भी एक section में minimum marks कितना score कर सकता है? Look at the language. Carefully look at the language of the question. So let's wait for all of you, and after that I'll give you some hint for this one. Now this is very important. By him in a section. किसी भी एक सेक्शन में उसका स्कोर मिनिमाइज करना है. Okay? All right. Now let's have a look at it. Now to minimize the score of this person in one section, if I know the total score and I'll maximize his score in the remaining three sections. Total score is known. If let's say total score is known, to minimize the score in one section, I'll maximize the score in other three sections, right? Your views on the effect of two removed questions. Unmanned, I'll discuss it in some time. Okay, so first of all, let me focus on this question, right? Yes, it has happened a lot of times earlier in CAT. Okay, so like obviously this is nothing new for us, but probably new for all of you, but this has happened earlier as well. Okay, now first of all, I'll focus on this. The calls he has got from two colleges. So let's look at the colleges which has minimum aggregate cutoff marks. So minimum is 171 and second minimum is 175. So that means if this person is scoring a total of 175 marks, then he will get calls from two different colleges, right? So at 175 total, he will not get call from other colleges, but he will get call from exactly two colleges. So this total of 175 will ensure that Charlie got a call from two colleges, right? Okay. Now in these two colleges, a sectional cutoff for section B and C are mentioned. Okay. And the sectional cutoff for A and D are not mentioned. So what I'll do is, keeping the total as 175, I will minimize his score in one of the sections. I'll minimize his score in one of the sections. To minimize score, let's say in section A, I have to maximize his score in the other three sections. The maximum that this person can score in other three sections will be 50, 50 and 50. So बाकी के तीन sections में इसको full marks दे दो. So 50, 50, 50, that is 150 out of 70, out of 175. So what is the minimum value that is left for section A? The minimum value left for section A is 25. So the minimum marks obtained by this person in a particular section will be equal to 25, right? Understand the approach that I am taking. Okay, all right. Let's move on to the last question for the day. Question number 6. Aditya did not get a call from even a single college. इसको किसी भी college से call नहीं आया. What could be the maximum aggregate marks obtained by him? What could be the maximum aggregate marks obtained by him when he has not get a call from any of the 6 colleges? किसी भी college से call नहीं आया. Still, if you can maximize his score, if you can maximize his total score, aggregate score. So the direction in which you will be moving is, or the hint for this is, make sure that he is not clearing the sectional cutoff. Keep his score maximum in every section. So as in section A, if he will score, let's say 41 marks, in section A, if he will score 41 marks, then he will not get a call from college 1, college 4 and college 5, right? So try out this particular technique. Overall score, aggregate score has to be maximized, right? So now select those sections among section A, B, C, D, select those section which covers all the colleges. So section A does not cover all colleges. Section B does not have sectional cutoff for all the colleges. Section C also does not have. Section D का भी नहीं है. ओके, सो सिर्फ एक सेक्शन से काम नहीं चलेगा. सो नाउ पिक अप combination of two sections that will cover all 6 colleges. So if I look at section C and section D, section C has cutoff for first, second, third and fifth college, and section D has a cutoff for the remaining 2 colleges. So if I'll make sure that this person does not clear the sectional cutoff of C as well as D, so section C में इसके 41 marks आ जाएंगे, which is below 42. So if this person will score 41 marks in section C, then college 1, college 2, college 3 and college 5 will not give a call to this person. Also, if he will score 43 marks in section D, then college 4 and college number 6 will also be eliminated. Right? So scoring 41 marks in section C and 43 marks in section D, irrespective of his total score, irrespective of his score in section A and section B, this person will not get a call from any of these colleges. Because of section C, this person has missed college number 1, 2, 3 and 5, and because of section D, this person has missed college number 4 and college number 6. Now you have to maximize the aggregate marks, so let him score 50 each in section A and section B. Now add this and the total aggregate score will be 184, which is the maximum score at which he will not get a call from even a single college. So the correct answer here should be option C, that is 184. All right. I hope I am clear with this, right? So that is all from my side in these 2 questions. Now this is like today I have given you a glimpse of what you are expected to get in CAT examination. So this is the type of question that we normally see. So this question that we have seen, it was totally logical and less of calculations. All right. So that is all from my side, my dear friends, for the day. I hope you would have liked this session and you will continue your preparation on the similar lines. Till then, have a good day. Now, Unmanned, one of the students has asked my views on the effect of 2 removed questions. Obviously, Unmanned, frankly speaking, this thing comes from inside me that it is really bad to have incorrect questions in CAT. It is not at all justified for the students who would have wasted some time, who would have invested some time in this particular question that is removed from section slot number 2, 1 question, and slot number 3, again 1 question. All right. So obviously this is not fair with other students, but nothing can be done, right? This is how the things are there. This is how the CAT treats. Okay, so this question will be removed and then the normalization will happen and you will get your scorecards. All right, so nothing can be done in this direction. Now some important piece of information for all the students who will be taking on SNAP test 2. So there will be an exam analysis on 18th of December, immediately after the examination, starting at 4:30 p.m. So at 4:30 p.m, Srinivas sir will come up with the analysis of SNAP test 2 and where he'll be discussing about exam pattern. Section wise analysis will be done in this session. Difficulty level will be told to you, good number of attempts, and definitely question discussion will happen. All right, so do catch us live on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep for the live analysis of SNAP Test 2 on 18 December 4:30 p.m. Also, IFT exam analysis will happen on the same day at 2:30 p.m. So Saral sir and Srinivas sir will be taking IFT 2023 exam analysis, and all those things will be discussed once again, but in this case it will be done for IFT at 2:30 p.m. on 18th of December. For any of the students who want to join any of the CAT 2023 batches, we have already launched a lot of batches and the complete details of one of the comprehensive programs are given on your screen. So those who have not been a part of BYJU'S Exam Prep, please start your preparation with us and join one of our batches. Also, ZAC 2023 All India Open Mock is already live starting from 14th of December today, and it will be live up till 23rd of December. So do attempt this All India Mock Open Test. All right. So that's it from my side. Please, you can follow us on these channels. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.